we can play this move and we win a pawn on f5 rather than like winning a piece for 2 pawns. Which is better, right? I mean, one is winning a pawn and the other one is winning a piece for 2 pawns. The material advantage is the same numerically. It's 1 point of material. But in this case, black has no counterplay. My king is safe. There's no complications. And I have this massive center that he has to deal with. Or he gives up the exchange, and I'm happy with that too. So, f5 was a good sort of strategic try for Ultimate Champion. I mentioned this earlier. You know, how is he going to attack my pawns? f5. But, you know, sometimes it just doesn't work. And this is the case here. It just wasn't well enough prepared. It never could be. I mean, he has too many problems, so I don't know what black was supposed to do there, but he had no active counterplay. And then you have to go back to the opening and look at where he went wrong. You know, he gave up the bishop pair early. Just, again, accumulation of advantages. Bishop takes c3 on c3 without any reason. I mean, you don't need to trade your Nimzo-Indian bishop on c3. I know it wasn't a Nimzo technically, but everything is a Nimzo. I'm just trying to be really crazy philosophically with you guys. Everything is a Nimzo. Because the Nimzo is one of the most flexible openings as far as like pawns, and the Nimzo can transpose to anything. Can you do some 960? Good idea. I just had a bad experience with that. We did the stream like a week ago, and I played 1 960, and it was a weak player. I mean, relatively weak. The 960 ratings I played on ICC, I think. It was like a 1600, which actually isn't that bad in chess 960. But I just thought the guy was a fish, and he played the opening weirdly. Like in the original position I was set up, it looked totally random, and then I was just dead. In like 10 moves, I was just dead. And ever since then, I've been like reluctant to play again. You guys, where is the? It's a good idea. I would play 960. I don't play the other like variants on Lichess. Which is the variant for 960? Is there one on Lichess? Because I didn't even try to play like the variants on the site. So everything is, yeah. Even the King's Indian is a Nimzo. I've turned Nimzos into King's Indians before. And that's actually a sign, by the way, that, you know, you should be playing King's Indian. If you play the Nimzo and you turn it into a King's Indian, then you're a King's Indian player, you know. You should probably not be playing the Nimzo. If you have a tendency to bring your bishop back to f8 and then fianchetto later on, you should probably be playing the King's Indian. Guys, I'm crying. I'm just laughing. Yeah. I'm acting like I'm a little drunk or something. I don't know what got into me today. But that's good. I'm in a good mood. Knight takes f5. Yeah, it's... Whew, man. Look at that massive wedge of pawns. I mean, it's just like over for black. It's... I can't even look at it. It's too bad. Poor guy. I don't know if you're streaming. You're with us on the stream, Ultimate Champion. I just nothing against you. I just enjoy this position. I love the 2 bishops. I love pawn masses, and bishop takes c3. You can't do that unprovoked. So I know that we get players that challenge us sometimes from Lichess who aren't watching the stream. Ultimate Champion, I just assumed you were probably not a streamer, you know, watching the stream, but yeah, I look stoned or something. My eyes are like watering because I'm laughing. But I don't know why. I just in a good mood today, I guess. I got plenty of rest. Maybe that's the secret, you know, to get a good night's sleep. So now, yeah, e4. And at this point now we're ready to start shedding bishops, I think. It's not a problem. Although we don't have to. I mean, knight f4... We're clear pawn up now. I mean, bishop pair is not a big deal anymore to me. But this bishop on e2 is sort of... It's lost its luster, I think. It never really had that much luster. Bishop c4 check. So he should play bishop e6 here. I mean, still, this rule holds pretty fast. Try to trade one of the bishops if the other guy has the bishop pair. Almost always a good policy. And now my rook on f1. Rook on f1 looking a little sickly, though it is there to defend. It is there to defend the f3 pawn. I don't think I'm going to need it unless he opens up the f file somehow. It may be safer for me to take on e6 though. Let's just take on e6. I don't know. On the other hand, I've got pressure on c6. I just put the rook on c1. It's kind of asking for trouble tactically, but I would lean toward maybe trading my bishop for the other knight. But I don't want to bring his knight to g6 to f4 here. Knight d3 check, we have to watch out for. Black can play c5 here. Can't take twice because of knight d3 check, but his structure is just gone. It's lost. Okay. Next customer. Alright, next customer. He challenged me again. I'm going to decline his rematch because we want to play multiple players. I'm not going to multiple games with Miklepinger here. Ghostmind is here. I don't know who challenged me first. I didn't look at the challenges. I should pay closer attention. But if you guys both challenge me, I'm going to go with the faster game and get it out of the way. So Mikleping challenged me to 5-2, which is cool. If you guys want a faster game, I don't mind playing 5-2. So, alright. Now everything is a Nimzo. We'll try to play the Nimzo. I have no comment about the use of marijuana and chess. I'm not under the influence of any substances right now. Queen c2. Yeah. So, I've never really been entirely happy playing the black side of the classical Nimzo, to be honest. It's one of white's best lines, and black has to be pretty well theoretically prepared. Was that you, Svedlife, who played me now? I just see you commenting. So, it's Blitz game. Gotta speed it up a little bit here. Wonder, Queen c7 is a move. I don't know. Can't remember. Oh no, my memory. So, bishop takes c5, and I try to set up hedgehog type positions if I'm allowed, although it's not considered to be. Mikleping blundered. Bishop takes f2 check. Move order. This is like a very common tactic. Now he played king d1. Hard to say what you should do there, honestly. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's better to play king d1 and try to keep your practical chances alive with the pieces on the board. So I don't disagree with that decision. Hard to say which is better. Now, obviously, I've never studied this position. Knight c6 looks like a good start. I guess if he can play e5, he has some space advantage. But I don't know if he can maintain the pawn on e5. h6 looks a little weakening. I'd rather avoid that if I can. So if he tries anything like e5, I don't know. My gut instinct is that he's not, he's a little overextended with his king in the center here. Don't think he can really get away with this because of things on f2. So, I mean, at the very least, I can play f6 and blow up his center. After knight g4, bishop f4, f6, and black should be fine. Just remember, the guy's king is on d1. You know, if this wasn't the situation, I would be in trouble here. I think we're going to play this game and then take a quick break. Couple minutes till the drugs wear off. No, just kidding. Bishop takes e7. And now how do you protect the pawn? Or you don't protect the pawn? I don't think you can protect the pawn. Maybe you can protect the pawn, but then I attack it a third time. This is a mistake. So you have to play queen e2 there. Queen e2, and then I'm not sure. I guess I have to play f6 or something. Okay, guys, gonna take a quick break, get some more coffee. We're gonna get crazy here again, so just let me get some more coffee. I'll get sillier than ever, and we'll be back in 5 minutes or even less.